Today our topic is the art of practicing indifference. Life is full of moments that test us, that challenge our emotions, and that push us to our limits. Sometimes the world feels like it is spinning out of control, and we are left wondering how to stay calm, how to keep moving forward, and how to find peace in the chaos. This is where the art of practicing indifference comes in. Indifference does not mean not caring about anything or being cold and heartless. It means choosing what to care about deeply and what to let go of. It means understanding that not everything is in our control, and that is okay. Life will always have ups and downs, but we can choose how we respond to them. This is the core of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. Imagine you are walking down a street, and suddenly it starts to rain. You did not plan for this, and you have no umbrella. You have two choices. You can get upset, complain about the rain, and let it ruin your day. Or you can accept that the rain is out of your control, and focus on what you can do. Maybe you can walk faster, find shelter, or simply enjoy the sound of the rain. This small example shows the power of indifference. By choosing not to let the rain bother you, you take control of your emotions and your experience. This is the art of practicing indifference. The world is full of things we cannot control. We cannot control the weather, the actions of others, or the challenges life throws at us. But we can control how we react to these things. We can choose to let them upset us, or we can choose to remain calm and focused. This is not easy, and it takes practice, but it is worth it. When we practice indifference, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and worry. We learn to focus on what truly matters, and we become stronger and more resilient. One of the key ideas in Stoicism is the distinction between what is in our control and what is not. Our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions are in our control. The opinions of others, the past and the future, are not. When we focus on what we can control, we feel empowered. When we worry about what we cannot control, we feel helpless. Practicing indifference helps us make this distinction. It helps us let go of the things that do not matter and focus on the things that do. Let me give you another example. Imagine you are working on a project, and you are putting in your best effort. But no matter how hard you work, someone criticizes you. This can be very frustrating, and it is easy to get upset. But if you practice indifference, you can choose not to let the criticism bother you. You can remind yourself that you cannot control what others think or say, but you can control how you respond. You can take the criticism as feedback and use it to improve, or you can let it go and move on. Either way, you are in control of your reaction, and that is what matters. Practicing indifference also helps us deal with failure. Failure is a part of life, and it is something we all experience. But when we fail, we often feel shame, disappointment, or regret. These emotions can be overwhelming, and they can stop us from trying again. But if we practice indifference, we can see failure in a different way. We can see it as a learning experience, as a step on the path to success. We can accept that failure is out of our control, but our effort and our attitude are not. By focusing on what we can control, we can turn failure into a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Another important aspect of practicing indifference is learning to let go of the past. The past is something we cannot change, no matter how much we think about it or wish it were different. But many of us spend a lot of time dwelling on past mistakes, regrets, or missed opportunities. This can be very draining, and it can stop us from living in the present. Practicing indifference helps us let go of the past and focus on the present moment. It reminds us that the past is out of our control, but the present is not. We can choose to learn from the past, but we should not let it define us or hold us back. The same is true for the future. The future is uncertain, and it is something we cannot control. But many of us spend a lot of time worrying about what might happen. We worry about things that may never occur, and this worry can consume us. Practicing indifference helps us let go of this worry and focus on the present. It reminds us that the future is out of our control, but our actions today are not. By focusing on what we can do now, we can create a better future for ourselves and others. Practicing indifference also helps us deal with difficult people. We all encounter people who are rude, selfish, or unkind. These people can be very frustrating, and it is easy to let their behavior affect us. But if we practice indifference, we can choose not to let their actions bother us. We can remind ourselves that we cannot control how others behave, but we can control how we respond. We can choose to be kind, patient, and understanding, even when others are not. This not only helps us stay calm and focused, but it also sets a positive example for others. One of the most important lessons in practicing indifference is learning to accept things as they are. Life is not always fair, and it does not always go the way we want it to. But when we accept this, we can find peace and contentment. We can stop fighting against the things we cannot change and start focusing on the things we can. This does not mean giving up or being passive. It means recognizing the reality of the situation and choosing to respond in a way that is positive and constructive. Practicing indifference also helps us appreciate the good things in life. When we are not constantly worried or upset about the things we cannot control, we have more time and energy to enjoy the things we can. We can appreciate the beauty of nature, the love of our family and friends, and the small joys of everyday life. This gratitude helps us stay positive and motivated, even when things are difficult. In conclusion, the art of practicing indifference is about learning to let go of the things we cannot control and focusing on the things we can. It is about choosing what to care about deeply and what to let go of. It is about staying calm and focused in the face of challenges and finding peace in the chaos. This is not easy, and it takes practice, but it is worth it. When we practice indifference, we become stronger, more resilient, and more content. We learn to live in the present, appreciate the good things in life, and respond to challenges with grace and strength. So, the next time life throws something unexpected your way, remember the art of practicing indifference. Choose what to care about. Let go of what you cannot control, and focus on what truly matters. This is the path to a happier, more fulfilling life.